Alrighty, guys. So I know there's a few people watching, guys. How's it going? Happy Saturday. Thomas is not here today, or Clay. So I'm actually filling in for Clay on Fanatics Live today, but with no Thomas here, I'm also gonna fill in over here. So it's gonna be back and forth, guys. I'm gonna do my best to try to give love to both streams. Joe's out obviously this weekend. Michael couldn't cover here, so I'm double shifting today, guys. So just know, obviously, if you notice I'm not here for a decent amount of time period, it's just because I'm streaming on Fanatics Live. So like I said, I am gonna pop back and forward. So like I said, as breaks get close, I'll pop over here, get those breaks rolling, vice versa. But closest break right now, guys, everything else is still a little ways to go, and we posted up some new breaks. So as you can see, everything's still a little ways to go. But if we want to do anything, it's gonna be that Topps Inception, right? Inception number 5, or sorry, Inception number 6, 5 locked. That'll be a break for sure we get done tonight at some point. And I will most likely, I'll most likely filler that up soon too. So I'll leave that there for now. But I'm gonna pop back over to Fanatics Live really quick. Go let them know the gist too as well.
Yeah, he's much better way. So hopefully, if I don't get I really want to sketch it to a side Tetris. Yeah, prominent Clone Wars cartoon anime character Clone Wars. I am, yeah, but he's only ever watched episode 1, 2. He's watched all the Skywalker movies and Rogue One, so he doesn't know episode. Hoping I can find a good, yeah, a good like a decent auto to train like maybe like dude, he died right before like we got another deal with him. It was one of those things. We like low-key definitely know with him. Like we put him on a requisition form, gave him an autograph, he died like a week later. I think we have one autograph. Yeah, we have Warburg. I don't think he's on this checklist. But I got, yeah, Warburg is really character. Yeah. Yeah, he's named Eddie G. He is the only, I can't get any Count Dooku on card of, like, the Clone Wars Count Dooku. I'm not allowed to get the voice actor for him. But Corey Burton did voice Count Dooku in Tales of the Jedi. So a lot of that. So that'll be coming out on the product next year. Ricky, right? Yeah. All right, guys. So, thank you. Thank you.
Free discipline, getting round discounts against Kate Anderson tonight, and with the weather and the heat, how much more important is that?
Well, swing decisions are always critical. We've got to know our phrase, and we've got to alternate control the strike zone and force it to elevate his pitching.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. They lead the country in wins. And guys, stay with me. As Kevin Sean reminded us, shots and clear. Shots and clear. And those there are Cinderella. No, you definitely don't want to do that. They have said it every turn this season. No. Yes. Glasses there, hats there, a little bit of football and like high football, singles there, lower end, and yeah, they are an absolute power. He was part of that team in 2016 as we continue to count you down to first pitch between the Chanticleers and the Fighting Tigers. And still to come from Omaha, Ryan McGee sheds some historical light on the magic of Omaha. We will dive deep on their first round Superstar Partners pitching matchup between Kate Anderson and Cody Jackson in Bodine as well. And pulling out the Golden Gloves Award winners, and they have 3 months waiting to hear their names get called. Tennessee's ace, Leo Bowden, among the stud shortstop, Phillies, the Florida State, and Arkansas. But that and more coming up. Derek Burriel, the freshman, will lead LSU trying to make it to Louisiana Saturday night against the South Rowing Blues.
Tate's epic 4th of July sale is on. Take $20 off hot bags and other products, 25% off Sierra drinkware, $200 off Callaway irons and 10 items. For about 50% off DSG outdoor gear. Shop in store or at Dix.com.
With GoodRx, my family saves hundreds of dollars each month.
I have insurance, but I still use GoodRx because it's still cheaper.
Until I check GoodRx.
Yeah.
Wait, it's here!
Romeo Chill.
Presenting Tyson. Travel. It's gone from being an adventure to a checklist. But the world
So this is pickleball. I'll get some pickles at the bar. Next, David and other picks. They're right here. Let's see if we can go to the
This is the 78th Men's Mountain World Series and the 75th anniversary of it moving to Hermosa on that road. And it has the lights of Dave Whitfield, Barry Bonds, Michael Head, Roger Clemens, Joe Barger, Giapparo, President, and so many others. And today, one more name gets immortalized into the history of the sport as we get set to unveil the most swing of the tour winner in the 35th car. Marcus up shortstop, Lloyd, the Hawaiian with a violent swing, who broke down this year two with the Hawks. Florida State stud shortstop Alex Lodi, who last year here in Omaha focused really great and continued to junior. And then Tennessee lefty Liam Soto, a madman on the mound, actually began his career at Coastal Carolina Arms with a potent 14 fastball. All three of these guys are top 40 MLB draft prospects. All three led their teams to the Super Regionals or better. But only one will leave Omaha as the Golden Spikes Award winner. Let's send it over to Chris Buck with the quarterfinals.
Monaco was given out the top honor of the Golden Spike Award. It's 1978. That makes this the 47th edition of the award, and the three finalists are with Pierre Marcus Liam Doyle of Tennessee, Alex Logo of Florida State. Congratulations, all three of you. Appreciate you joining us. Leave up to with you.
My son
Not just being a representative of work in some, but
actually
also
gonna buy
the
a
pride that
box
comes from
from
representing
something in the one
to be able to come up
to one. How many boxes? 200.
Just having moments that he thinks wants to, and for the people back in Arkansas, just something to give them back over there. And it's very special to share this experience with Liam Doyle and Alex Lodi, because they're two of the best players in the country. So it's
Alex, I'll get to you. You're wearing the orange. There's been this historic rise for Tennessee baseball over the last couple of years. They brought home a national championship a year ago, but they've never had a Golden Spikes winner. What would it mean to be the first?
yeah, they're pretty special. Being at the University of Tennessee, which is such a historic baseball program. It's also pretty special. All the fans at this point really.
Congratulations on being a finalist. Alex, for you, there is a lot of tradition at Florida State. We've already had a couple Golden Spikes winners from your school. What would it mean to add your name to the list?
We have to be with some of these closer and junior
card, give it a name. And then we have one to get an autograph from her. It kind of looks like that little
I want to say congratulations to all three of you for being here, for being some of our finalists, and for coming out to Omaha. And with that, I have the pleasure of announcing the 47th edition of the
that's
Golden
one.
Spikes Award.
I
It's
think
the
it's
award.
guaranteed one autograph.
Congratulations, V.
10 packs, 8 cards pack. Now it's
Okay. Alright, cool.
We talk about the Hawaiian pride, but there's video that we've shown of you and your brother getting your start in baseball, showing, firecrackers, bottle caps. When you look back on your journey, and now here being the Golden Spikes Award winner, what does this mean?
force in his locker. And that's one of the reasons why he's been so good. Yeah, I mean, for me, look, he hit 350 in 21 home runs. He made 9 errors the last 2 years. So it doesn't on both sides of the ball. And one big time team in Arkansas, it's certainly an individual award, but it takes a team. You've got to perform well as a team to get noticed as you did. I was looking at this many, many years ago, man. It's that trophy of college baseball. That's where there was something from this year. You got to work up to on that. That's what it's all about. I mean, look, I mean, Bob Horner,
Yeah, exactly same thing.
For 5-star backyards, Yellow Brand Pressure Treatment Plant. Doesn't have the scale attack you don't want. Takes 25% off scale drinkware. $200 off calorie irons and takeaway drivers. 50% off DSG outdoor. Shopping store or optics.com.
One of the soccer
Walkout home run to beat Miami
Any questions about the new location, guys? We saw on Instagram that there's a new location. Oh, thank you so much. So you guys are in a new location, or are you moving, or how is your location?
Yeah, so far it's no, not that far. Yeah, but as far as nicer parking lot, obviously, every time it's also going to be fun.
You guys saw that, they're very excited for Saturdays a week, better parking. It's actually closer to our house.
All right, how's it going, guys? Like I mentioned earlier, guys, like I said, no Thomas today, no Clay today, so I'm kind of covering both streams today. So I will be back and forth. I am focusing a little bit more on Fanatics Live only because, like I said, I am on there. I was supposed to be covering that day for sure, but I think Thomas is out today, so kind of helping out a little bit over here. So, obviously my goal is still to get some breaks done on this side, especially that Inception. It is close. So let's try to work on that, guys.
different lanes. I get to be able to walk around and enjoy the city a lot more. I don't have to focus on the games and playing in the situations of it. I get to just watch as a spectator, as a fan, and enjoy the boys play. For me, it's about the history of this event, the great players, the great teams that came before you. Because like as kids, we all grew up watching the College World Series. We all wonder what it would be like to be on the biggest stage at the pinnacle of college baseball out here in Omaha, and to get to experience that. Even if you want to national championships like you, or like me, I didn't get to win one, but got to get there twice.
Look at 5 left in Inception, guys.
That's what the game of baseball is, right?
I'll probably give it maybe another hour. I will serial number it if I have to after that, guys. It won't be too expensive, especially with the Phillies off the board now. It's an extra $5, so we're looking at about a $57 R&B or so. So, I mean, it's not terrible at all, guys. If I need to do it that way.
Setting off the goals, working so hard from here, man, that you get yourself and be one of the best teams, the top 8 teams in the entire country. Definitely humbling. Yeah, we'll see who is going to be crowned this year. LSU and Coastal Carolina. Let's get you upstairs to the guys calling the game. Carl Ravage, first in Omaha's own KP.
And Mike, come on inside where you are and JBJ, and now all of these people will walk inside Charles Schwab Field where it is now 98 degrees. People are going to be making a big deal out of the weather. Berkey went to the weather app and he discovered that last year's Game 3 was 98 degrees. It's 98 degrees right now. And last year's field was made up of all SEC and ACC teams. This year, as you can see, a little more parity involved. But here we are with LSU in the championship final again. They have the conference won 5 in a row. Welcome inside our booth. Delighted to be here. We do feel the wind blowing in, so it may very well be a pitcher's night. We've got a couple of good pitchers. But let's talk about Coastal for a second. Cinderella is nowhere to be found. What's the blueprint for their success?
The blueprint is to do everything right. And I think it's something they've done the entire year. They told them to throw a ton of strikes. They're second in country in ERA. They set an all-time record for hit by pitches. I want to say that again, an all-time record. They get on base. They get on base in a lot of different ways. 56 wins more than anybody in the country. No team that's going into the finals in the history of this tournament with a lot of wins for you. You can see how good their starters have been here. I think overall, they put pressure on defenses consistently. And there's not a lot of offenses that do it as consistently as they do. They throw a ton of strikes. I think so far they're very comfortable in this environment.
That catcher you just saw there, first round draft pick, Moss himself after JT into he's a mid-Atlantic kid like a lot of these guys have. That's going to be a factor. Meantime, for LSU, they survived. I mean, really survived a big scare against Arkansas Blue Rock here in the region. And yet here they are, both people think they go on.
Yeah, the Blue Boys, LSU 9 times have they been to the finals. They're sitting their 8th championship. Ken Anderson might be the #1 pick of the draft. He's been fantastic. And Jerry Jones, their star, has played like it over the last couple of games. Leads this event Homer's second in RBIs, including a walk-off winner to get up here to the finals. Ken Anderson might be #1. He's certainly in the mix to be a #1 pick, and we get to see him here. And not every day you get the #1 pick in Game 1 of the College World Series.
We're about 20 minutes away from the first pitch. It's a big ball. It will play extra large tonight. It is really funny though how this game is often decided on the little things.
It is a game of inches. That statement is true of any sport. But in this game, the one that is so governed by so many lines, from foul lines to foul poles, from the top of the ball to the seams on the ball, heck, even the laces on the tops of one's shoes. No game is more ruled by every fraction of every
your first $5 lineup. Prize picks. Run your game. It's no wonder you didn't go pro.
For over a century, Frigidaire has dared to perform. We've maximized the space for up to 35 bags of groceries and created the adaptable fridge-to-freezer drawer. We'll always put your family first. Dare to expect Frigidaire.
All right, we'll get back.
Awesome.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Goldfish have short memories. You like goldfish?
Crushed it.
Dick's epic 4th of July sale is on. Take 20% off block bags and igloo coolers, 25% off Stanley drinkware, $200 off Callaway irons and tailor-made drivers. Go 50% off DSG outdoor gear. Shop in store or optics.com.
Welcome to the show. That's about the one with unimaginable power. All real stuff. And endless entertainment. For young trailblazers who bring big speed, big swag, and big personalities. Welcome to MLB's best. Mets, Phillies, the battle of the NL East heats up on Sunday Night Baseball. Sunday at 7 on ESPN.
Vendo podanie nie partycypuje w projektowaniu mojej percentage. What it is in that airline in you stop at security, you stop over. Plus, that's why doctors right here in the USA. Get 30% off at shopando.com.
Nice boat, please. Where'd you get it? Showbacks.com.
Hey, I gotta give me one of those. Where'd you get it?
Showbacks.com.
No, I want to fill all the sponsors. So, like I said, it's not like this time. We all have to.
Exclusive deals for first responders, military, and law enforcement only at GovX.com.
There's no
IRS, all civic tax relief, or free information on the newest relief programs under the American Rescue Plan and Fresh Start program.
Where?
Save thousands. Call us free. Consultation is free. Call now. 800-235-7808.
The hottest team in the country. Rockets #1 center. Castillo is for real.
Probably
You're right, man. Coastal Carolina last lost 60 days ago. Since then, 26 in a row. A journey that has taken them through Virginia and North Carolina, home in Conway, South Carolina, Montgomery, Alabama, to Auburn, and now to Omaha. See how they've done well-balanced across the board. And it might not be an offense with a boatload of firepower, but it is still productive. No, they pressure you up in different ways, right? And they can still base it out over 100 of those different
same on here, but
what's up to me is you can't throw the advantage. Also, Coastal Carolina. If you don't have the social boat guys and switch and it goes left, right. You got two drive transit, left, right, all the way down to the end zone. It's hard to grasp those two advantages on Coastal Carolina. They set a Division I record for times hit by pitches. You don't want that from Cameron Flutie, but he is a first-team Sunbelt right-handed pitcher, 6'6", sophomore from New Jersey. Yes, Flutie is going to be a problem at the top of the zone. LSU's going to have to go to battle with them up there at the top. The wind's blowing in. So, you know, obviously LSU is a very patient team that has a lot of power. But they're going to have to probably lean on that top part of the zone and hopefully stay away from that curveball. So we're going to see how they do it. Yeah, Fluke's going to be a top of the zone guy, right? And if you're LSU, you got to push that fastball down. You can't, if you're off to get 95 with some spin at the top of the zone or just above, you're not going to have a lot of success. So push the fastball down and then try to get the fastball to still be in the zone. He's going to throw a high percentage of fastball, about 62%, but that's the one you want to attack because that breaking ball will hurt your feelings. I mean, it's 47% swing and miss, and D1 average is 32%. Can you talk about all the strikes that they throw? And this graphic right here has become famous around the college baseball world in the last 2 weeks. Pitches that typically would be called balls that Tatum Bonaz has called strikes. Yeah, he's a magician. Any way you can trick the umpire, I'm all for it. Because guess what? With his pitching staff, any way that he can make them even better and just both wells for them, Yeah, he is an artist prime to play with his framing and his receiving. And who better to hear from on how he gets the job done back there than Kate Bodine.
I think the biggest thing is just how you put your hand above. I put 2 in the ring finger, so right here, and then I put my thumb in the glove like this to really emphasize squeezing like this. And so your crowd ball, squeezing the glove like that is big for me. Just helps the ball in the right spot in the pocket. The other biggest thing is just floating how the pitch comes in. So if you got a 4-seam ride guy like keep floating a little bit more to your chest because he's going to be throwing the ball at the top of the zone. And for sliders, to this side, float the same way, slightly to instep, and then come back up and just one fluid motion, straight in the ground, up and down is key. And then for a fluky fastball up in the zone, and more some fastball, just floating a little bit less, like the center of your chest, you really want to get on top of that ball, so you don't hire best look for forcing it up.
Here comes the heat. Inside corner, called strike 3.
It is a best, the caliber of Danny Ocean. Best for you that you play with Big Ben? Probably Bob Melvin or Mike maybe those guys can steal some strikes with. I'm telling you, you can take this kid right here, Dave Bodine, and you could plug him in behind home plate at the big league level right now, and he would hold his own. He is that good behind home plate on that side of the ball. Now, offensively, I don't know yet. I got to see a little bit more, but from this standpoint, he can play the big leagues for me right now. Yeah, he is so good behind the plate, and see where he is projected according to our kind of defender in the draft in a few weeks. The work contender with Cameron Flutie against this lineup for Jay Johnson, who had said they don't have as much power production as the national championship team 2 years ago, but that's been on here in the postseason. Don't have enough power production. They got over 100 home runs. They have plenty of power. You got Derek Curry on the top, leading away for 364. Jake Brown is also hitting 667. He comprised leading the team with 6 runs in the College World Series. This team can damage you from top to bottom. They get it done, they're very resilient, and they tend to come through when the moment's big. Jared Jones had some big moments, and it helped get King Anderson at the Tigers series. He starts in game 1, a guy who only ever wanted to pitch for LSU. The draft eligible sophomore. King Anderson leads the country in strikeouts and is elected top 10 pick. Yeah, I think the folks down in Baton Rouge were hoping King Anderson maybe would come back for his junior year, but I got news for him. He ain't coming back because he's going to be right at the top of the draft, and he has just shot up the draft board. It's a real form-good space in a year where there's not a whole lot of projectable college starting pitchers at the big league level, but he is certainly one of them. That slider has made a difference in his rough car. He's going up to some guys. He has got a slow heartbeat when it matters, but you can't tell if he's up 5 or down 5. He's just one of those guys. It's huge from last year to this year. The slider has been a big part of that. Been a huge part of it. He was fastball, curveball, changeup last year. Came up with the slider this year, and it's been his second used pitch that he has out there. It's been a difference for him. Now, the fastball still has a lot of hump. He'll go to the top of the zone today, too. He'll go the curveball behind it as well, but he is a real number 1. We are 20 minutes away from his first pitch against Coastal Carolina. You mentioned Jared Jones, top 3 all-time in home runs at LSU. And Jack, you reported over these games earlier this week. Jared Jones really bounced back from a tough start here in the men's college bowl. Yes, we talked about when he played Arkansas for the first time. And he was facing Gaffer. You know, he's painting sliders away. Painted again, slider away. 3 straight times. But then, Gaffer decides that, hey, I'm going to challenge him. I'm going to throw some fastball. It didn't work out. So, Homer, backside. We'll see you. Top ball game. Get to the next at bat. When the game's on the line. You know, you're probably thinking, oh, maybe they might tell us, walk them. I'm telling you, Jared Jones was sitting on that ball. He is here tomorrow. Because he knows they're going to throw a fastball with the base open. He's able to lean out over and hit that slider that he's been missing the whole time his first at bat. That's a great adjustment by a big-time player. Yeah, guy who, of course, they think Bear has had a heck of a career with the Tigers. And he's the only player in this event with multiple home runs. And you see this year, he's had a lot of huge hits. You can say the same about the LSU shortstop. Sophomore Steven Monster Meyer. He's got Tiger stripes dive into his hair. And that means it's the postseason. And that's the time when Monster really updates. When the lights get the brightest and the stage gets the biggest, the Monster seems to show up for LSU. He was scuffed a little bit at the
say, Kirk, how about 12 for 31? He's hit 387, and here in Omaha, he has 4 for 12. And he's moved up to that 3-hole right there for LSU. And he has been big here in the College World Series. He's been big in the postseason just like he was for LSU. And he's a dude that can really shine in the biggest moments.
Part of the lineup for the Tigers against the Chanticleers getting ready for game 1. Hottest team in the country, winners of 26 in a row against the 7-time champs trying to make it 2 titles in a 3-year span.
The first World Series title since 2009. The LSU offense has just been hitting on all cylinders. It's been hitting ready. The LSU Tigers flashing the Gators. There it is. The Tigers can say we are champions. Always try scoop before you run. Listen, hot dog diet got me shredded.
It's time we listen to science. One A Day is formulated with key nutrients to support whole body health. One A Day, science that matters.
Dink's epic 4th of July sale is on. Take 20% off bog bags and equal coolers, 25% off standard drinkware, $200 off Callaway irons and tailor-made drivers. Google 50% off DSG outdoor gear. Shopping store or at Dinks.com.
My healthcare provider I have agent force, powerful AI from Salesforce, and AI agent would have automatically paired me with the right specialist hours ago. Like what he's did. I want to get here, dude. Good for you. Hey, Doc. Wait, what? Free from the diaphragm, okay. Healthcare providers. That's what AI is meant to be.
Wait, it's here.
Looks like allergy season is back. Time to start saving on your prescriptions. Another good reason to check GoodRx.
So this is pickles home. I'll get some pickles at the bar.
Next, David and other David.
Better idea. So that was like,
If you're a fan, what you'll see in the next minutes, hours, and days to follow, let it convince you God the sports that right now, you're standing on the edge of tomorrow.
The national championship for Coastal Carolina, and tomorrow we're over on ABC. We get going here on the field at 2 p.m. Eastern time for Game 2. LSU and Coastal Carolina should be Jacob Morrison against Anthony Hyanson. All right, fellas, Jackie Ben, I'm out here directly from you. What are your emotions like in your belly right now if you're ready to this game? It's exciting. You're feeding off the fans, but it went that point in your emotions. You're preparing, and this is where it comes back. This is what you've been practicing for all pitch goes to play. Those butterflies are going that one, but there's a lot of nervousness right now. We are counting down the first pitch, just over 10 minutes away from getting started. Let's send it over to public address announcer Bill Jensen with his play schedule loud. After both teams were introduced, the stage is set. Over to Bill Jensen.
Also, if you're looking for anything else that's not close to those, Steelers, Lions for Jordan. Seven Rays. Chad with the Cubs. Alright, I'm gonna post up that serial number now then, guys. Gave it about an hour, no biting, so we'll get that rolling.
The team that wins game one wins 62% of the money in game series. Game one, we win multiple. 13 of the 21 matchups we have had in the championship series have gone to whoever wins the first. Heck of a scene for this one. The Men's College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska. It is always special, and we are moments away from getting started. Let's send you upstairs. Calling the game with Chris Berg and Kyle Peterson.
Are you going back and forth today?
Yeah, basically.
Thank you very much. Welcome inside Omaha, a dynamic and diverse city in the Midwest. But for college baseball teams and fans, it is the destination, the desired endpoint of every season's journey. For two teams, there are two steps left. LSU and Coastal Carolina. This is not David and Goliath. Cinderella is in her castle 1,400 miles from here. This is a clash of clubs with championship pedigrees. 2 wins away from a World Series title.
Best in college baseball. In a moment of magnitude.
a home game for the LSU Tigers. Coastal doesn't care. They'll take on anyone, anywhere, anytime. And that's what this whole series has been about. That's what the second half of this season has been about. Are you kidding me? 26 straight victories. They haven't lost a game in 2 months. LSU's got 7 World Series already to their name. They're looking for their 8th all-time. And yes, we've had a no-hitter from our Arkansas pitcher name. Each Wood, will we get another outstanding start tonight? Kate Anderson.
All right, there's the R&B guys, and there's that chance right there, that Otani featured right there. So that's the R&B right there, guys, for you guys, if you guys want to try that one out.
Only title in sports 40 years ago. Anytime you take a look, and it is a very mixed field. I'm joined by 2 legends in this game as well. KP, Paul Peterson, and of course Chris Bird. I'm just going to get him with you.
Oh, sorry.
It feels like these are 2 teams that are ready to clash. Nobody's backing down. There's no slippers to be found out there.
Now, we love this environment. I mean, Coastal comes in, they won 26 in a row. No team has ever won more consecutive games than they've won. They won 56 games this season. Nobody has won more games in the entire country. The teal is, in fact, for real murky, but they're going up against one of college baseball's most storied programs.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Coastal's legit, but they're going to be college baseball royalty with their ace on the ball and a slugger who has led them here to the finals. Jared Jones started off this World Series over 5 strikeouts. All he's done since then is catch fire. He's hit 2 homers. He's driven in 6 runs. And against Arkansas, he was the clutchest and the biggest home run to tie it up in the bottom of the 8th at 3 apiece. And then a walk-off to send LSU back to the finals for the 9th time in no transition.
It's warm in the body. It's 98 degrees there right now. Meantime, they talk about Coastal Carolina. You take a look at Jared Jones and the effort to try to calm his back down because he's been red hot. Coastal makes this joke about grabbing guys from the Northeast and bringing them to Hawaii, if you will, and Conway, South Carolina. Bodine is one of those mid-Atlantic players who relishes the heat and it's well.
Look at the years that get by. Don't play. He also leads off. How many leadoff hitters do you see that are catchers? There's not many, but you don't see many like Kate Bodine in any position. He's the rock in his offense. He's the rock defensively. He's one of the reasons why this pitching staff is second in the country in the ERA. And given the years they called the first round of this year's draft, but right now he's in the middle of one of the most impressive teams in the country.
Coastal knew they were good, but nobody saw a 26-game winning streak.
I want to take you back to April 22nd when Coastal Carolina lost to College of Charleston. Charleston's head coach, Chad Holbrook, looked inside that Coastal dugout and goes, boys, you don't have anything to be sad about. You're going to be a national seed, and you're probably not going to lose again. Holbrook must have seen something special in that dugout. Either that or it needs to be on a flight to Vegas, because that's all this Coastal team has done. That's winners in 26 straight.
in-store December PR with a total value of over $11,000 on the Sierra 50-liter model. We are professional grade.
Backstage, there's a pretty cool meal. Aussie. Super salad, choices select entrees, and cheesecake for dessert. Three courses down to $14.99 at Outback for a limited time.
Prime Day is coming July 8th through the 11th with great deals on whatever you can make to manage the move. There you go, hey. Next.
As long as probably forever, there's only been one Frosty. Because what would we even do? Add a bunch of new swirls and mix-ins like Oreo cookies or Pop-Tarts pieces? That's kind of genius, don't you? For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be one piece.
This person will give you the lyrics that it's time for a change. We engineered the new city to help stop those nagging features are for targeted supply. 6 salons batteries and hello happy mornings with City Costa Premium. Shop City Savers during the July 4th sale.
We're back. The elements will be a factor. You can see the sun there. The humidity is certainly going to be a factor, as is the temperature, especially for the catchers tonight. We're on that gear on a 96-degree day. Meantime, Kate Anderson's numbers are eye-popping. You see that he's 6'2", 186 with an 11-1 record in 110 innings pitched.
And 170 strikeouts. That's more than anybody else in the entire country. Left-handers got a chance to potentially be the number 1 overall pick in the draft. But he's a mid-90s fastball. Breaker balls, really good changeup. And a guy that is built for this spot. Just a soft water, but has turned into one of the best arms in the country.
Draft eligibles, we take a look at the Coastal Carolina batting order. It's brought to you by Capital One, with Lodi leading off. The biggest concern for Jay Johnson today, making sure the leadoff guy doesn't get on base.
Yeah, that's goal number 1. Keep the leadoff guy on base, and Coastal Carolina sends their best up first. So it starts right out of the gate here with the All-American Lodi against future big leaguers, Kate Anderson.
Lodi, the junior in the Atlantic, New Jersey, 5'10", 100. He's an amazing pitch framer. We're going to focus on his bat now. And any ball in the air could be an adventure. First pitch misses down, low 195 miles an hour. 170 strikeouts. His slider is ridiculous. This one on the ground to third. And Braswell is out. He's at third because they expect to get a lot of ground balls and push bunts.
So here's a left-hander style. Showed you the fastball's into the mid-90s. He will elevate it towards the bottom of the zone. 2 different breaker balls. 2 distinctly 2 different breaker balls, but this is how good that slider was in his start against Arkansas. Over 10, 5 strikeouts. But show you the curveball as well. The changeup, especially against right-handers for Coastal, will play importantly today for Kate Anderson.
Alexander will not pass the Alexander's the left fielder. He's got terrific speed. He has stolen 27 bases, 32 attempts. Fastball came in at 94. The wind feels like it's blowing about 90. It's going straight in from center field. So hitting one out of dead center is going to be nearly impossible as Alexander gets down to the fans' seats. It also comes in 50, 6, and 11. And if you're just tuning in, the 2016 National Champions are on a 26
It's a fascinating story.
No, we're still that hobby box. The golf last year.
Goes a pass ball, and then Alexander moves up 90 feet.
They talk about the shadows a lot for the hitters. You almost wonder if the shadows played a part in that. It's a pitch. Hernandez expects the catch. The opportunity for the junior Marvel. Holds up. Launch from the pass ball, finds himself behind 2-0. Marvel was a walk-on who went to Coastal State. And according to their coaching staff, might go down as one of the best players we ever had.
Like, is there anything you would recommend?
The story against Coastal is control of the Kevin Charles goals on the bases. It's what they built their offensive zone where you have a great pass for the ball.
Okay.
A free base.
So just maybe.
Not a great story.
Or do you want to get like a box like that, or I recommend like maybe a few options or just like packs. Yeah, because the packs these come out of these box. They're just out. Or you can always go to the blaster route.
Speed at second base.
Yeah, I'll probably
Just underway.
I can throw the. Yeah, go ahead.
It was interesting today. It's like a Kendrick Small just doing offensive approach for the Coastal. One of the things he talked about was intentionally trying to run the pitch count up. If we get through an inning and face 15 or more pitches,
You just take a box. Yeah, go on.
that is a positive. Obviously, we'll follow balls. If that pitch count up, the next pitcher will be Anderson's 15 to 7.
This is tough on both ends. Michael Brownsville hangs in there on a ground ball and Carl, the big fella Banger showing you some nimbleness over there at first base, getting off the bag and finishing off with the time. He's LSU gets the second out here. Aaron Jones kind of flying inside the line and just giving it more full as he gets to the base. Clean up here, Walker, Mitchell, third baseman. First, off speed, slow pitch we've seen from one time. Walker, 279 hitter during the regular season, 233 in the tournament. He's got 7 hits played, 7 Braswell at third. What's the
Chrome will be right. Tough Chrome is their guy who's the million buffers.
In the outfield, center. Jake Brown is in play. He's Hernandez behind the dish. That's Sam's high, 21. Shots players, you talked about how good they've been early in ball games. 9 first inning runs here. They got the hitter up in the order who's been best against left-handers all year with plus count, runner in score position. Looking to get off to another fast start.
Hey guys, shut up, Inception.
That is a good one. It's been one of the biggest differences this year. Did he go? That's a 50-50 ball right there. Once you get over the top of the change up, you know, couldn't handle it.
Right there with the start left hand. They have enormous faith in Marcus Rutherford.
Oh, yeah. I'll set you up with okay. Just because he doesn't have, well, me or him don't have
Accelerate his body. John Surgeon, and he is a jet rat. Just run off, and now here he is with 2 on and 2 on in the first of game 1 of the finals. That's strike, Logan Hayden. Hayden's on a long one, according to the staff.
You have such a
As many tools to handle on the team. And a couple of big home runs against the Bombers. And they on the road, sweep the Supers. Change up there and throw 2.
All right, element 2, we got 11 in those hip packs filler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that brings us down to halfway point, guys, on those hip pack filler. 17 left almost.
They get the ball victory. He throws 25 pitches, but he wins the war. Nobody comes in. On 1 run. Where'd you get them?
Comeback.com. Man, I gotta give me one of those. Where'd you get it? Comeback.com. They say good nice boots. Where'd you get one? Comeback.com. Exclusive deals for first responders, military, and law enforcement only at Comeback.com.
and he's effective with his.
Yeah, kind of a modern trend in the college game. Really, they like to communicate to the old dedicator. You know, one of the sequence also shows that you're really recognizing yourself on each other's bench.
Rafael those days for the batting cage and dad. Gary said my favorite part was that we would get noise ordinance from the police. They covered big notices on my door. Dad kept them all.
He's got a whole book of noise ordinances, doesn't he? 2 balls and 2 strikes. Curry will be ready to the left side. So Steven alongside clear without moving the other way. Just missed on the inside with a little extra kilo at 98.
This has been Curry all the way through his jumping up to the 3-2 where he's patient, takes pitches that are just off the plate, and this was a fastball just off the plate, but he's worked the count back to 3-2.
Despite Modine's best effort to steal a strike. He missed it. What a good at bat by Curry. Now he will go down to first base.
Just at the can't pull a big fastball. We've seen already up to 98 today. His average. 95 different regulars. Cluttered behind it, you can see. How about was struggling against the Blasties so far in this tournament, and believe me, they see plenty of it during the course of the year, but they're going to see plenty of it today. Steve has been
dad has a mustache, but a much better beard. He says mustache competition is killer. And he said that the team competition, he's not aware of it. So he will take the walk on the inside pitch. He said facial hair is tasteful. Mustache just polished. He's winning that game.
I went to the Dodgers house, so just so you know, ultimately they have that whole back all of them. Very strong.
Here's Will Sykes.
Pictures of this year, the ties of season one. Most he's walked in a game this year was a few different times. I was going three.
The doubles in the tournament for Sykes.
All right, guys, after that, guys. Down.
Freeze right now is not being one of the leaders and now all that matters. Keep those at zeros. Certainly, passes for not this team has just been so
No big team up, but obviously good odds. Big switch will take out some games that you get from Iowa.
and 225, 30 pitches.
Jump over the board.
Right, that's 94 to go one strike. It means, like you said, 5 pitches to get 2 outs. After throwing 25 in the first inning, and now start at the beginning of the second. Sykes on play. Transfer from the Citadel.
It's also taking place. It's also anytime.
Andrew.
And the fans all got together on Twitter and said, we're going to
3 in the fat pack.
Primarily in there because he was one of the show me already today. Still under
I was trying to get that R&B done for Inception, guys. It's close. Only $57, guys.
Start paying your team benefits and keep your taxes well. Starting at just $55 a month.
Welcome back to the NCAA Men's Golf World Series presented by Capital One. Joining us on the show by Coach Jay Johnson. Let's start first with the Gators and the Men's Running Golf. What you see from them today?
I think he's awesome. Yeah, I love that. He's a strength thrower, so and a little bit of there as he goes.
Sunday, yes, we go up there. What's the conversation to kind of maybe ease him today?
Yeah, I think there was more who we wanted to pitch to, where we were doing go base and get us and then race into the next pitch.
And some early ones
Good presence of mind too, my friends. He step in and then realize the left-hander was going to get there and trigger automatically before Banks to get that thing running.
Early circle play in the third inning. Now Walker Mitchell. It's picked up. That's how you teach a local person second way up. Right now, the third base line with a back heel.
there's some discussion about hey, they're just slowing down, making them stand out.
97 feels like 99. That wave has died a little bit, but it's going to be consistent. It's comes all night long. And a day game tomorrow where it's supposed to be equally as hot, if not a little more. Think about the challenge for guys like Alexander, his sights in the outfield, on the outside, not only are you the sun staring you in the face, there's a greenish howler right to left. Now, outfield play is always so critical, especially this time of day with the sun and the wind really. Big swing. Here are microphones, that wind blowing into the outfield. Dan across, right to left. Nice shift. This one popped up. Wings guy, Oline is over there watching, and he made the play. Wow! He slipped with the play on the circle where the batter would stand in the on-deck area. What a play by Oline.
This is some kind of concentration now. Because once that spike, going up, then carry the stand, and then Rose come out from under. Head stays quiet, glove gets up. Oline able to make the play.
David Bodine looked twice, guys. He looked twice. And still slipped. And still made the play. Now, you call it getting the concentration to finish that one off. Knowing all the different factors, including the fence there that was dealing with. That was one heck of a play. Worked so hard to make up the Buster Posey Award finals for one of the best catchers in the entire country. Jackson somewhere in the top 20.
Watching the catchers work. The great catchers, the glove doesn't start. They say where it's going to end up. That ends up right there. So many little things he does behind the play. Take all his pictures out.
This time they slip primarily with the breaking ball. This one's just in the middle of the home run in the other day. The one thing you see here is the wind going across. If you get an extra scoreboard, sometimes the wind isn't affected as much, and that ball carried pretty good. As Beto gets there and just can't finish it off. It's like he hit the fence right before the ball arrived, which didn't allow him to finish off that play, but it's a double. Tigers have another runner in scoring position. Did his glove hit the yellow padding and prevent it from going on the end of the line?
I think he's back the fence before he got to the highest point. Ultimately, it's just you gotta stop that glove from going up. Yeah, you can see it.
I would like to see him make a double to one there before he got to the wall. I think that ball might have surprised him how long that stayed there. That ball was
Today we're gonna be building TikToks and shit. Some guy died.
Straight into this. We'll strike out to the neck from Fluky. That one on the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. We come back. And goes Kevin Stall. First one.
Doesn't want it, doesn't collect parts. Hey, undrafted free agent right here.
But after that, you're eligible to like leave training.
Welcome back to the Men's College World Series.
No, it's a
North Carolina and Coach Commission on some Fluky. The strikeout to the plate. Speaking of scoring, you've been able to get the pitch count elevated for Kate Anderson, get some base runners. What do you need to bring home?
Score position. We got 3 opportunities. Score position ahead. We had it yet. That's a solid one. To Cade's credit, he made a really good play.
Between the shadows and the wind, how have we seen the conditions play a factor today so far?
I don't think it has so far. Everybody's always talking much about it, but today they got to play the same temperatures and shadows and wind as we do.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks. Six of the season.
Change up, but elevated. This pitch is down. It's really produce something good. Watch location when it comes in. Elevated. Spot that Gato can get to. Right over the top of the base. Braswell can't get there. Blagapedo has legit. You can see those eyes lay up. Get an elevated change up. You get a chance to do something with it. Now back-to-back innings. And Braswell has the way on now.
Here's quarterback who's got one sacrifice this season. There as he fouls one back. As Anderson made with the lead, LSU is 15 and Anderson starts and holding the lead at 80 points.
Right now they are.
It's been 15 and 0. Yeah, that's not a small sample anymore. Past that. Buffalo's a good way to level this score out. Let's see how close it was. So good at catching it. Let's see how they play this week. They chased one deep for dirt.
Jump over. It's really
More confident. Yeah, and Coastal decides to let the left-handed hitting quarterback swing at bat, and he comes up with the chance to really trying to put the ball to the right side of the field. And productive out right here. Leaves the 107 base. Down there. And certainly some players after the base hit in the College World Series. Here is Vito's. He came out to the Angel Series against Arizona here. After missing center and running very shallow.
Alright guys, looks like we sold a couple spots in that R&B. Justin grabbed 2. Thank you, man. Alright, 8 left now, guys. 8 left.
They represent the entire community, though. They're on the streets, you go to different restaurants there today are welcoming. They open their arms. The whole Western thing is very big. There's now the community is proud of the event. It's amazing what the Miami EPs the decision to take a chance and bring the World Series along and how that's paid off.
75 years ago, first College World Series, the total attendance in the College World Series in the entirety, 75,000
basketball. Too much time on the clock, bro. There's too much time on the clock.
Still has 3 timeouts. You don't think he can make it? Oh, it's still right. It's still being right.
It's like talking to you pictures. I don't want to tell them to get the street.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's impressive.
That was pretty cool.
There's a guy who's been coming in here for 9 days straight. Yeah. If he comes in, yeah, right. If he comes in today, it's 10 straight.
Two more strikeouts. He's 2 range to 6. He's got 6. Anderson. Also 6. 12 punches.
He's like a cat here. What's that? Okay, let me go. Well, what's that? Like it's the red.
You love to travel. Capital One has a rewards credit limit with several low possibilities.
Yeah, one I go.
Double miles on every luxury hotels and Capital One travel. Access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up global possibilities with Capital One. What's in your role?
Looking for a reason to try the $5 big deal? Here's why.
Mine is just good if you were sitting there. I didn't think you were sitting there.
Since 1984, Nissan has been assembling lightweight vehicles for you. Right here at that point, and now, lower MSRP on the best selling vehicle in that. Get 0 to 60 on 60 months on the other half. Temporary breeze makes sleep. So no more sweat on or blasting air conditioning. Because the temporary expensive temporary
Welcome back to Omaha. Jay Johnson, so good at player acquisition, but it was pretty easy to grab Kate Anderson. The reason the kid grew up to wear this jersey was verbally committed when Johnson got the job. One coaching buddy of Jay's called him and said, hey, my boy plays with Kate Anderson. You gotta get him on the
went home,
line.
though.
So Jay did. He said, I heard of him, but
No,
in the
he
first
was
30 seconds,
Universal
I told
Orlando.
Anderson, I knew he was different. Just a little insight as to how different is he was talking to me yesterday. I said, hey, which one of the guys on your team gives
That was
you a
Disney.
interview in full? He said, curious.
Interplanet Game. No, no.
To second.
No, Captain EO.
He said he describes himself as a true tiger. Only place
And
I
I'm
ever
bored.
wanted to go. To be in that year. And I know that's all sites. Yeah, he had a fantastic.
On the carousel progress. Oh, that one's the one. Yeah, but it's the same thing in carousel progress.
During the fall, too, Dickinson got a chance to swing it. He said, Anthony's got some moves in there.
No, 60.
You don't get it early. You get the more, even more from there. Others have said, I had no chance.
Innovations. What do you call it? Carousel?
You know, we're holding seven
Only 6. And if he finds
Carousel of progress and then finished intervention.
that's when it gets really technical, because the first time you really order,
Grounded. Start.
exactly where he wants.
That's the word.
Straight to
Anderson first pitch strikes. First time through, 1 for 9. Second time through, first pitch strikes. 10 for 10.
Like, kind of something that, like, you jumped up as a rider and you got hit.
And you got to see.
Oh,
The one.
no, that's the big league. You got no problem. Jasper's on top.
178th
68th game. They've been here 178 times.
Why are you wearing this thing? Why are you wearing it? Why are you wearing it? About a game in
Xfinity Mobile Premium Unlimited line.
Now you look at the guy that's not going to be a first round next year. Sure has well so far.
Yeah, he showed us the stuff, and he showed us the swagger. I mean, there is some real momentum. It was the heater that dominated early, then he's found the breaking ball here and there, and he can shoot this thing a couple different ways. There's the tighter, sharper one, there's the bigger, looper one, and he has put it all on full display here, especially as we've gotten into the middle of this ball game.
Runners go off, crowd moving on again, looking for that big hit. He hit that ball hard to right field his first time out. Fluky on the mound is Morrison and Eichhoff. Combined, those three starters will close to 27-3. 27-3. Yeah. Balls on those strikes with 282 strikeouts. Nationals, folks. Everyone else caught up and chance to win a title. Opened that last plate appearance, might have freed some off for him. Wow. Sometimes it just takes one shot.
Just one barrel. He smoked that ball right there last time. Maybe something to build on here in hitters now.
Obviously, you would like to see the offense. He's already had an impact defense. Made replace the coach, the money maker, get back there. Held the tag on the stolen base. So the main reason that Bryce was in the game is they didn't impact.
LSU can cruise a winning streak. There's some Chanticleers on this long winning streak. Longest by any team. The longest previous was 23 by Oregon State in 17. They were beaten twice by LSU. There's caught up there. Near the close to one, guys. You know, this is 16 was really the only year in the 15 that an SEC team didn't make the finals. Which was the Arizona and Jay Johnson that year. He's going to work over the top. Good strikeout 7 for Fluky.
Jay Johnson in between meetings called the hitters over to go over some of the offensive approach. The message was that when you recognize fastball, don't be afraid to take a swing. Just kind of a heartbeat check and recognizing what they need to make and some adjustments at the plate. Certainly as the shadows have also moved off the infield.
Offensive-minded coach knows how to give them the benefits of the financial wherewithal of LSU. It's a very powerful combination. Veterans, coaches, diligent. Scouts, like I was telling you, the SEC.
I think what's interesting, KB asking him in first ever playing coach was fastball down. It feels like LSU has taken a lot of fastballs and actually so it sounds like that means, hey guys, we got to be ready for fastballs that are below the belt.
It's spelled B. Oh, we're going to go B-E-A-U-S. Under serious consideration. And no feeling the even seeking shelter. Is it? We're going to know. He called it on a swing that he missed and he got away from the window. He's going to be an 8-strike. Scrambles after it. I think he's trying to sell it. Oh, you'd like to sell him as fast as he is. Trying to just force it. Trying to lay down now.
throws that changeup against right-handers. He's already had a few of them swing over the top. That's something I just did 8-4 right there. Still, movement up with the arm speed isn't enough to get Vito all the way.
It's not an easy thing to learn. It took a while. It almost took a year to really get comfortable with it.
So the hobbies, and then we also have it's guaranteed out of the order.
This ball is hit pretty close to the gap going over now is Curiel, and he reaches on that base. Beautiful catch in right field. Postal Smith back to the ball a few times. They don't have anything to show for it.
This is one of the
Yeah, exactly.
On a night where the ball is carrying a little bit of left, the smooth little tiger left fielder showing off his range and finishing off a tough play.
With new and value at McDonald's, you'll get more than you expect for breakfast. Like buy a sausage burrito and add a sausage with pasta.
Oh, yeah.
There's a late night yellow chef who serves a real reward.
Well, you're looking for a drive.
Yeah, they still have some stuff to sort.
President Donald Trump addressed the nation today at 10 o'clock Eastern Time regarding the attack on Iran earlier today. ABC News will have live coverage. He said they had a very successful attack on nuclear sites in Iran alongside American airspace and much more. 10 o'clock Eastern Time, ABC News will have President Trump's speech on Trump. The sixth inning, pitchers do a 1-0. Ivan is up with a single and a double. Shortstop for LSU. His team believes this is the best shortstop in the country. That's inside, 2 balls and no strikes. It's funny stuff. As big as going to
So remember, guys, for some of you guys that are still here watching, you know, like I said, I am filling in for Thomas today here on this side while I'm on Fanatics Live, so I'm technically on there for more. But like I said, obviously, if something gets close, then, you know, obviously I'm gonna come back here and rip it when I get a chance. But like I said, for the most part, you know, my focus is gonna be more over there. But obviously, I definitely want to get this break done and maybe that other break that's really close. So, like I said, if you guys want me to stick around more, I mean, just buy out some breaks. Getting close.
Good pitch there. He landed a slider on the inside corner.
Just name it for